Today I wanted to discuss the helm of all, an Icelandic magical stave. I will tell you what it is, what you can use it for, my experiences with it, and I want to address some misconceptions that we all seem to have as Norse pagans regarding Icelandic magic and the helm of all. Um, like I said, the helm of all is an Icelandic magical stave. It's not to be confused with the vegvizier, which looks kind of similar but also different. The vegvizier looks like this. And the helm of all looks like you saw on the thumbnail of this video. The vegvizier is often seen as a Viking compass, which it's totally not, but somehow it got that name. But that's maybe a subject for another video. The helm of all is an Icelandic magical stave. It's something that is a mark that you can put on your chest. And it is said that if you have this mark on your chest, none can match your power. It's a sigil that enhances your strength and causes fear in the hearts of your enemies. Now, a couple of years ago, I saw this symbol popping up everywhere, and everybody loved it, basically. But the last couple of years, every time there's a helm of all somewhere on an online forum, there's always somebody going, "That's not a real Viking symbol. It's a Christian symbol." Now, I want to address that because it's not a Viking symbol. We have a reference to that. It came from the huld manuscript, which was an Icelandic magical text in the 18th century. There is still some debate around this because some believe that there is a runestone that it doesn't show the helm of all, but it references the helm of all. So there's still some debate of how old it is, but there's a general consensus that it's like 18th century. And therefore, some people are like, it's not really old, so it's not really valid, so you can't use it. I'm like, yeah, it's not a Viking symbol, but you know, are you trying to be a Viking? I'm not trying to be a Viking. Why we're all trying to be Vikings? You know, it's not that old. Doesn't mean that it's not any good. And they also say like it's a Christian symbol because it was used by Christians in the 18th century. Well, to that I say, if a Christian uses a hammer, does that make it a Christian hammer? I'm just curious, where does this end? I don't think it's like a Christian symbol because, well, Christians, you're not really allowed to use magic, so it can't be a Christian symbol. It's just a magical symbol. It's a Norse magical symbol in the sense that it's from Iceland, and well, you can't get any more north than Iceland, basically. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's all good. It's Norse magic, and in a while I'll tell you why it's still important that we have Norse magic, because we don't have as much as there used to be. I want to tell you why I like it. Because I've been kind of playing with this symbol. I've been kind of, you know the expression fuck around and find out? I've been fucking around and finding out. What it seems to do, in my opinion, is there's a center, and that center, that power in that center is amplified. And it's amplified because of those sort of arrows that are around it. What I did was I made a fire, but I made a fire in the earth and I made a big fire. And I basically drew the circle around the fire. And then I made the helm of all in the ground, in the earth. put my energy in there, put the intention there, and then lit the fire. That fire, it was a big fire because there's a lot of wood and it gets a big fire, but the energy was really powerful. Even before I lit that fire, it was like there was something really powerful there. It was like there was extra air underneath the fireplace, just making sure that the fire went extra high, and it just burned like an afterburner in an aeroplane or in a rocket engine. Just so then I started thinking, oh, I like this. Well, I don't think it like it enhances your power, but it doesn't enhance your power in the way people think it enhances your power. I think it just, those things around it, around the circle, are just meant to, all those limitations that we have, and that are often limitations of our own consciousness, it pushes away so the heart, the center, can burn brightly. That's how I believe this magical stave works. Now, why we should be more appreciative of Icelandic magic is because we don't have a lot of Icelandic magic. There used to be a lot. So, and then you hear people say, yeah, it's probably because of the Christians, right? Actually, no. No. Iceland is a very harsh place to live. And during history, it came under, I forgot it was Denmark or Norway. It came under rule of Denmark or Norway, and they imposed like really strict taxes. And there was poverty. In fact, the poverty and the hunger in Iceland became so bad that people started to eat their magical grimoires in an attempt not to starve. Can you imagine that? That's like a level of poverty that like we in the West have difficulty to comprehend, that can be that bad. So next time you look at like the Vechtversier or the Helm of All or any other of these magical symbols, appreciate all the people who starve to keep these alive. So if you want to use it in your magical practice, I hope the people who watch this video do so. I hope they do so with newfound appreciation, and don't let anybody tell you like it's Christian magic. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, it's not a Viking symbol. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, it's not good because it's not old. I'm not that old, and I'm pretty good sometimes. Okay. That's all for now. Thank you for watching till the end, and I'll see you all next week.